Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going back to work on this 95 GSR that we bought 3 years ago, and it was stolen, the front end was cut off, and now we're trying to rebuild it. So the first thing we need to do is already done. So a couple months ago I came in here and I removed the excess of the side aprons that were here. So now they're obviously removed. Now we have to basically find a way to cut these frame rails precisely even, and then find a way to splice them in with another frame rail, because this is the most important part of the car right here, because if we cut this too short or too long, the front end's not going to line up at all. But luckily I came across another car to be able to use to fix this car. That car's no longer here, but what is here is that this is the entire front end cut off of a 1995 Integra GSR. The year doesn't matter because they're exactly the same unless it's a Type R through the whole year of this body iteration. So what we're going to use this for is we're going to take the side aprons and the frame rails and put it onto this one, so that way we can have a full front end. The point of this is to get this welded on so that in the month of June we can basically just move along fast, you know, strip the engine bay, paint it, do whatever we got to do, get this thing running by the end of June, and perhaps maybe another car. But this is the most intense part of the car, and if we get this done, everything else should be smooth sailing. It won't be knowing us. It'll be a lot less work, at least. So I know if you guys are our subscribers and watch our videos, I know you guys probably think this would be the best front end cut for the red GSR, and I agree. But the only other way I could fix this car is by cutting up the other black GSR with, you know, black panels, which I don't think is justifiable right this moment. So what we're gonna do is use this one that's been sitting for just about 3 years as well, and get it to fit over there. So the most important tool we're gonna need right now, oh, give me 1 second, is in this bag right here. And no, this isn't a lunch bag. It'd be funny if it was though. This is a level. And what we're gonna use the level for is to line up the frame rails to make a precise cut that we could then splice in from this car. So the point of doing it to that car first is so we can have a nice flat point of reference that we can weld up to. We're definitely gonna you know, restructure the inside so that it slides in, and then we're gonna put welds, we're gonna make holes all around so we could plug weld that and then weld obviously the frame rails to each other, so that way it's just a little bit more structurally sound. I think there's nothing else to do but to just do it, so let's get to it. That one gave me a run for my money. It was a little bit more uncomfortable, but see now. So it needs a little bit of cleaning up, which we'll clean up a little bit, but way better, way better. Let me look on this side. This one's pretty good. Pretty good there. We are gonna dedicate the rest of our time today to taking this out. So the next thing we're gonna work on is removing this apron and this apron. We got to be way more careful than we were when removing those, because now we have to use this one. So we're gonna have to be careful. I did notice this thing got damaged and ripped in like storage or whatever, but we're gonna get this going now. Hey! Don't mind this. This down here took a little bit of a beating, but I mean, compared to what was there, now we know how much we have to add to the car. Shoot. I think that looks good in my opinion. So, kind of just did this off camera. I'm gonna do the other one off camera too because there's just too much. But if you somehow find yourself doing this, I would suggest that you do the donor part first because it's easier to move around. Like you guys saw, I just flipped it 3 times to find like one spot weld. But we'll go over the spot welds real quick to know exactly what we got. So you have this bracket here. There's 1, 2, 3 here, 1 on top. There is 2 up here. Then on the actual hump here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so that's 7, 10, 11, 14. There's 14 on the top end. Then on this side and the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 25. So 25 total spot welds just to remove this piece. Obviously there's a little bit, there's like 7 more if you have to remove the VAT support as well. But that's what you need to get this piece off. Yeah, this is cool. Love that. It gives you an idea of what's to come. Let's put this here. All right, let's get the next one going. I'm working on the driver's side frame rail, and this one's way more intricate than the passenger side one. I don't know why that's up there, but so these were, you got to remove these here, which are pretty simple. These on the top of the mount, these are kind of hard because of the drill. It doesn't go, like it won't line up with this one straight. So I have to get an extension for the drill to basically get this in straight. So I did all the ones that I could do with that. So, these over here and then a couple underneath here. You guys can see those. I'm gonna leave that like that for now. And I'll make sure to get that all taken care of before the next video where we'll start test fitting everything on this car, because give you guys a little sneak peek. Brother Curvis insisted on doing this, but I gotta clean the spot welds because on this car, I removed the spot welds from the inside of the engine bay, and on those pieces, I removed it from the back. So basically what's happening is there's spot welds here and then there's spot welds here, and they're basically touching. I'm gonna have to grind down some of them on either side, and so it all just lines up nicely. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do in the next video. So make sure to turn on the notifications so you guys could see when I post the next video, and make sure to comment down below what I could be doing differently, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. See you guys on the next one. Just for demonstration purposes. So again, all of these spot welds on the actual chassis are going to be grinded down so they're flat, with the exception of these. These are we're going to grind flat and then drill holes. Same thing here. We're going to have to drill. Oh, I didn't think about that. Whatever, we'll think about that later. And then obviously these down here we'll leave. That'll help us line out the engine mount.